Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Nile210 here. I'm back and I'm doing a little SimCity series here, as you can see. I'm just doing a quick little speed up of my town foundations building because during the recording it didn't really work out and I kinda lost the audio track. So I'm just gonna kinda, speak over it right now. I've sped it up to 4 times, so it's like 20 minutes ish worth of gameplay or something like that in like 8 minutes or something. So as you can see here, I'm just putting out my highways, avenues straight away, which are obviously a very important thing to do, as you know if you've played SimCity, because if you have good avenues, streetcar avenues near your houses within walking distance, that means you can have trams and stuff down, which is very beneficial, because you can obviously then reduce your traffic congestion, which will then lead to possibly better trade and better tourism, depending on what you're specking. I am currently in this city specking tourism, which is very fun, and I was thinking about like making this really nice eco-friendly tourist city, but then I realised the wind power was absolutely terrible in this plot, so I decided to not do that. But as of the day of recording this, which is Tuesday the 23rd of April, so this is quite a long time actually after I recorded this, the new patch for SimCity is out. Well, not the new patch, but one of the newest patches, patch 2 I think, which is a very good patch for this city, seeing as it is a tourism, gambling, casino city, because one of the big changes in this city, well, in this next patch, is that instead of casinos making very little money, because if you've played you know that casinos are basically terrible making money wise, they are improving the amount of money that casinos earn and make the number of tourists that you get, at least that it shows, more consistent rather than it fluctuating really up and down loads. Because in one of my recent plays to try and get stuff working, I realised that I had 16,000 tourists one day, and then 2,000 4 hours later. So I really didn't understand that. So here you can see I'm zoning stuff, and I decided to go for a bit more out of it city design this time, because I've always done really dense, boring cities, and I quite like the idea of doing a really nice, fairly pretty, curvy city. But looking back on it now, I really didn't leave much space for buildings to expand at all, and it's horrible even to say it, but super dense is the best way to do it, which I really don't like. And this little jutting off bit that I have, oh yeah, I put down a solar power station first. And then I realised that really isn't making any power, and I realised that, oh look, I've got loads of coal, so I was like, I'll get rid of that, put coal plant down. And I also decided that because I wanted to make a tourist city, I really wanted to put a pro stadium down, because I've never had one of those, and they look amazing, so I decided to put one of those down eventually. But here I'm just zoning more residential to get all the monies from taxes. But this little jutty out bit I have down there, I've basically called it kind of like a Palm Springs place, because I really like that area. It's like the rich place, because it's a very nice little coastal location, very nice where rich people would want to live, and just generally get down and partay next to the beach. I don't know if it's in this or anything, but I think I do also put down a ferry thingy later as well, so that I can have more tourists. I should be starting to zone industrial soon, yeah, right there on the curvy little branches out there. See, I'm never very good at this, because I always forget to put down like the basic starting services. And I was on Skype with Ben when he was recording his as well, and he said, "Oh, put down some trees and stuff near your power station." I was like, "How do you do that?" So that was the first time I'd really ever put down trees, and it's really fun. It really fleshes out your city. And this is where I forgot to put down my sewage plant. I think it was, yeah, which I think later upgrade to a sewage treatment plant. quick tip with sewage treatment plants. If you have enough space and it's not too close to industrial, if you put down a sewage treatment plant, you will then be able to, because of the way it works, it puts water back into the ground, like good clean water. So what you can do is put a water, one of the the better water power plant down. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. I don't know if you can tell, but you can put one of those down really close to it, and it will take the water out of that, so you have like an infinite cycle of water without worrying about it running out, which is really cool, which I found out when I was doing a solo thingy. But here you can see me putting down loads of parks, which are very good, but I always tend to go over the top on parks, and they end up being like a big money sink for me. I put down those, try and make it nice and rich. There we go, lovely big patch of green. Then I just love how quickly all the mansions pop up. Oh wait, that is because it's on 4 times speed. So yeah, here I am putting down the ferry depot thing, and I was trying to connect it onto the rich areas so that maybe we'd get some more high wealth tourists. But yep. Basically, the patch version 2, is basically just adding loads of benefits to casinos and gambling stuff, which is really good because they're just generally funner and they look really cool. And they also said in the patch notes that having the bigger and better casinos will increase like the number of tourists you get, because it will be a fairly cool tourist attraction, much like how Las Vegas is a very interesting tourist attraction because it has loads of like big massive casinos, which doesn't really seem to make a difference in this game, as the fact that you can have a massive elegant casino or a big sleek casino, but apparently that won't attract any customers. Having an Eiffel Tower, oh no, people love that. But here you can see me putting down bus stops. An interesting trick that I found out with bus stops is that if you put them one on either side of the road, then it stops like the buses bugging out or something. So that was a good little tip. And try not to get it solid green everywhere, otherwise the buses are stopping like too regularly. And there I am putting down my first casino, and giving it a little sign, putting down the two. I always put down the 2 end building things, the 2 higher tier tourist accommodation thingies, and I think I also put down the cheap rooms and the luxury rooms, because that's what I always do. I put down the nicer sign, those 2 higher tier like nickel slots and like what is it, like an entertainment club or something, and the cheap rooms and the nice rooms. But yeah, it's very odd that how casino money works, because it will say it's like making 17,000 a day profit, but it won't really help you in any way. Whereas processor and computer manufacturing stuff is insane money. Like, you will get $1 million per hour if you get it really down to a T. But I think I might start putting down some tourist attractions soon in this episode or the next episode. We'll have to see. Because I am just watching this back and I can't remember what I've done, because it was quite a long time ago. But also, I will want to do some War Thunder videos soon, like a leveling series, and maybe some World of Warcraft PvP videos, and maybe some leveling videos. So just leave a like and a comment, and maybe a favourite if you feel so kind, and tell me what you'd like to see on this channel. Thank you very much for watching, everyone.